So let's get on Tylor Megill and the
Yeah.
possibility of him tipping his pitches. So I took a little bit of a deeper dive. I'm not used to this technology to where, like if I were still playing, I'd go into the clubhouse and I could break
Hmm.
it down, slow-mo, different camera angles, and I can actually watch the pitches a little bit. I had to do it like in a different way, look at Baseball Savant, all that stuff. So I can't tell you for sure if he's tipping or not, but I really do think he was on that. I think they had something on his changeup in particular,
Yeah.
because they teed off on it. And when it was a good one, they spit on it. Or even when it was a good one, they went down and got it because they knew it was going to be an off-speed pitch. Um, and when you have one of your pitches, all the other ones kind of fall into place because you can guess like, all right, I know it's not a changeup. So if it's a fastball, it's going to stay. If it's that slider, I know what it looks like. So if I can eliminate that one pitch, you can take a peek at the other ones.
Right.
Plus, he just was throwing a lot of pitches middle. I
Hmm.
think he saw that he was getting hit around a little bit. I think he tried to reach back and use stuff versus location. And he got beat up a little bit. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, obviously it's not great, but these are learning situations. And I think he's going to be a better pitcher in the long run after that, because he's going to be like, I still have to pitch. I'm going to learn. You're going to get your lumps. And he's going to sew up his mechanics however he was tipping his pitches, because I promise you that the whole Mets staff is dedicated to helping him figure this out, because he's such a major piece of their success. But I really do think they had something on him, and it snowballed with him trying to overpower versus take advantage of that. If they know you're throwing a fastball, throw it 2 inches off the plate in or 2 inches off the plate away, because if they're guessing and they guess right, it's really hard for a hitter to say I'm right, but also not swing. So you can take advantage of guys that guess and guess right. So there's ways that he could have battled out of it, but now he knows he's a better pitcher today because of how bad he did the other
Yeah.
day.
I liked some of the points you made there. It's not like his velocity was gone. He touched 98 in this game, so it's not like he was missing something there. I think what really pointed it out for me was Keibert Ruiz both at the plate and on the base paths. Ruiz swung, I think, first pitch on a changeup way below the zone and just dunked it into right field, barreled it perfectly. So either, great approach to hitting, took a guess, guessed correctly, or he knew a changeup was coming, like we mentioned. And then Keibert straight steal on the changeup later. First stolen base of the year, not really something you'd see from a catcher. So those were kind of alarming points for me. Also, the Nats have some great hitters. Like Juan Soto saw a mistake, made him pay. Nelson Cruz did the same thing. He's been doing that for years. And I think what you mentioned before was important. Like Megill can learn a lot from an outing like this. I think he was trying to overcompensate, attack the zone, get outs quickly to try and get himself deeper in the outing. Because if you remember versus the Giants, he struggled really early on and then found it later in the fourth, fifth, and sixth inning. Was able to turn in a pretty good outing. This time around, I think that strategy doesn't work just because of whatever the Nats have on you or their approach is just working that day. But Megill will learn from this. He's a great pitcher. I think that he wasn't going to be perfect all year long. He had an ERA below 2 in April. That wasn't going to stick. But still, pretty alarming.
Yeah, I am not worried at all. We're gonna look
Yeah.
for a bounce back his next outing. We're hoping he's gonna have his A stuff. He's going to go back to just dominating. But I'm truly not worried. If he's tipping his pitches again, I'll be worried. If they haven't made an adjustment there, that'll be a worry. But he's gonna. I mean, this is the big leagues. You're going to get hit around a little bit
Yeah.
sometimes. You know, just he threw a lot of pitches down the middle as well. So that's gonna be tough, no matter how good your stuff is.